star codes, where I am using the astronomically correct placements in the firmament to track the celestial bodies in real time and real space, thus allowing us to navigate our lives based on reality. If you can't steer a ship by your astrological map, why would you steer your life by it? You'll miss your mark. So I'm here to discuss the lunar eclipse taking place in Leo, taking place in the real sky around 28 degrees of Leo, in the nakshatra, the true nakshatra of Purva Falguni. It'll begin in the first pada and it'll end in the second pada. I'm coming to you from Hilo, Hawaii. I grew up here on this island and I'm visiting my family. And I'm here in the backyard where I was raised. And if you are here in the Hawaiian Islands, the lunar eclipse will begin at 11:50 p.m. and will conclude by 3:17 a.m. So first of all, what is Leo? Well, Leo is the one and only that is ruled by the magnificent sun, the life force energy that makes everything grow, makes everything prosper, makes every single thing possible. So Leo is that natural light, that natural creativity, that natural force. Leo is the natural owner of the fifth house of creativity, of children, that childlike nature, of playing, of dating and romance, of procreation, of classes and workshops, passion studies, not punching the clock at a job that you hate, passion studies, something that really lights your fire. This is Leo. This is Leo. This is where we're all getting eclipsed. So what I want you all to do is to access your true sidereal birth chart. Look at where 28 degrees Leo is in your chart. That's where you're receiving this eclipse. The lunar eclipse is an internal pivot. The moon is the mind. The moon relates to the emotional ocean. This is an internal pivot that is going to be giving us results over the next 6 months. So everything I'm going to relay about this is all up for all of us. However, this is a general reading, and wherever this eclipse falls in your birth chart is the specific area of your life where this is going to take place. So we have 12 houses. It's up to you to determine where this is happening in your chart. So Leo, in its high side, is a leader. It's leadership, it's light, it's shine. It has an enormous heart, represented by the star Regulus. And what is the heart? Well, the heart is the portal to a higher dimension. Who was that famous prophet that said the kingdom of heaven is within? It's here, it's in the heart. That's Leo. Leo has that heart. So when Leo is in its heart, in its highest dignity, it's an incredible leader. Because when you're in your heart, you're in that higher frequency, and these lower level things don't exist there. These lower level things that make corrupt leaders, they don't exist there. So Leo, in its highest expression, has this ability to lead from the heart. And all of us have that ability in a certain section in our chart. That's why it's so important that we all reference our true sidereal birth chart, figure out where this eclipse is taking place, that 28-degree Leo, and that's where you're going to see your incredible leadership capacity. Leo has a strong ability to endure because it'll endure for the pride, for the community. It'll endure for the children. Leo is a visionary. Leo is pure creativity. What is the sun? The sun is that magnificent light that creates everything. If it wasn't for the sun, none of this would be here. And so that's the essence of Leo. That's the creativity of Leo. Leo has so much vision, so much creativity, can create so very much. It can create anything and everything. Check your chart. That's where you have that profound visionary ability. This is where you're being eclipsed. Leo is also beautiful, naturally beautiful, authentically beautiful. And Leo just is beautiful. Leo doesn't try to be beautiful. It just is. Now these are all the high expressions. Now we're going to look at the lower frequencies of Leo, the distortions of Leo, where Leo has not yet integrated its self, its magnificence, okay? And that would be entitlement. I'm the king. I'm the queen. Entitlement. The sun doesn't act like that. This is a distortion of Leo. A kingliness in that egoic way. Not taking care of the pride. We all saw the Lion King. We all saw Scar. Scar did not take care of the pride. Scar let the pride lands die. Scar was that lazy lion, you know, that just didn't do anything. And yes, we know that the lions, you know, if you go to Africa and you go on a safari, you see lions, they are quite lazy, but they hop up when it's time to work, it's time to hunt, and they do. And then they come back and they retire because they're the king, they're the queen, okay? But when we get into the lower distortive sides of Leo, that's all they're doing is laying around, letting other people serve them. And that's not being in right relation with that energy of Leo. And another shadow side of Leo is going to be validation. Needing validation from everyone. Will you validate me here, validate me there? There's something passing by, let it go. So look again at your chart. Do you have any of these low frequencies in that area where you're receiving this eclipse, in that house? For those of you that have just hopped on, I am a true sidereal astrologist. This means I'm using the astronomically correct placements in the firmament to track the celestial bodies in real time and real space. So you cannot use your Western chart. You cannot even use your Vedic chart. Now I practice true Vedic, so you have to use your true sidereal birth chart. Okay, you can go to masteringthezodiac.com, masteringthezodiac.com, and get your true sidereal birth chart there. You're going to want to look at 28 degrees Leo. Okay, that's where you're receiving the eclipse. This is where we all must look for these lower distortive areas of Leo. And then we integrate them because we're here to shine. We're not here to be scars, okay? Another low side of Leo is going to be snootiness. I am above you. I am the sun. Sun doesn't do that. The sun loves to shine on everyone. The sun shines on everyone. The sun doesn't keep the shine for itself. It enjoys to shine on others. It doesn't enjoy just to shine unto itself. What would be the point of that? I think I heard Bob Marley say, you know, if I were here only for my own security, I would not want that life. My life is for others. My life is for others. And so that's the sun. And that's what makes the sun so magnificent. That's what makes Leo the queen. That's what makes Leo the king. Okay, so we got to get this right. And then vanity is a lower distortion of Leo as well. Totally in love with its beauty, totally in love with itself. And yes, we want to be in love with ourselves, but we want to be in that right relation with ourselves. And, you know, making rulings, making judgments, using itself as the measuring stick. Are they as good as me? Are they as artistic as me? Are they as beautiful as me? Are they as bright as me? That's the lower side of Leo. And so that's what we're looking for. And now we're going to zoom in at the nakshatra this is taking place in. So the nakshatra is a lunar mansion. These are informed by the fixed stars behind the constellation. All those stars give their shine and create a very palpable and unique energy. Not all Leos act alike. Not all Leos think alike. Leo is segmented. So this eclipse takes place in Purva Falguni, which is a Venus-ruled nakshatra. Venus, our celestial guardian of love, abundance, artha, prosperity, artistry, sensuality. So that's a more focused area of where we're going to be receiving these shifts and pivots, what we need to be looking at. This is dealing with our prosperity, our love relationship, us as a lover, and us as a creative. So the question is, where are we seeing these distortions, and how can we integrate them to be in that right relation with the Leo inside of us? And we all have Leo inside of us somewhere. So again, please reference your true sidereal birth chart, 28 degrees Leo. That's where you're looking for. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can visit my website, 13DivineStarCodes.com, and book a session with me, and also follow me on Instagram, where I provide astrological updates, and it's 13 Divine Star Codes. Sending so much love on this eve of the eclipse, and wishing us all the magnificence, the shine, and the courage to look within and find those lower frequencies of Leo. And our birth chart can help us. Find that birth chart, look at the house where this is taking place in, and you're going to be able to see, okay, I have some of that lower Leo leaking out here. Let's integrate that. So it's all about just going inside, resting in that central sun within, and just being there, not needing the validation, not needing to go out and steal the limelight. You are the sun. You are the sun in that area of your life. You are the sun in that area of your chart. Just be the sun and shine. Aloha.